Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. So today what I'm doing is starting to move the pallets into position. And so I'm going to build a pallet fence, get some green stakes probably, and build that, and I'll run hot wire around it because we do get elk and deer, and not so much worried about the coyotes because there's no meat involved, but definitely elk and deer up here, so I want to be able to protect the trees. Also, we're going to begin to rototill up the space in between the trees, and we'll be planting corn and squash and pumpkins, and I haven't decided what else. So pallets are up over here and I'm just moving them down, and we're also going to be placing a weed barrier down and preparing the land. And then after that, the next step will be to start putting some soaker hoses in and attach it to the well pump so that it will water consistently on a timer. So starting to build it up. Okay, just some projects around the house. So we're turning this space into a garden, and had to replace the tine on the rototiller. So we ordered that a few weeks ago, and the weather's getting nicer now. So I'll see if I can lift this up and show you. See, we've got a nice new tine on there now. So that'll be good. Tested it out. Right there, works great. And I'm in the process of raking up all the gravel here, get it back off, and this will become a, I think maybe a pumpkin patch or squash, something like that. Mittens, did we do a good job rototilling? No. What do you think? What's the matter? I changed something, didn't I? Stresses are out sometimes when I change things. Anyway, I got it rototilled, so we'll just keep working on building this space up and growing some food. Okay, I had a little time, so I went ahead and tilled it one more time to just try to break it up a little bit more. And we're still a couple of weeks from being able to put the plants outside, but as I have time, I'll just hit it again and again, and it just breaks it up and makes it easier for the plants when we plant them. And then we'll bring over some of our compost when we get close and mix that in with it as well. So it's coming along. Hi everybody, hope you're doing well. So I've rigged up a little holder there so my poor wife doesn't have to hold the phone, and now you can travel with me when I'm going from place to place. So today we're headed up to the homestead because we were going to go up this weekend to water the trees, but the problem was that it showed snow and rain. And then today at work I have a friend of mine that also hangs up out near where our homestead is, and he told me it didn't rain or snow at all. So I didn't want to have the trees go too long without having some water. Like I said, the plan was to put the irrigation system in this weekend, but we thought it was going to rain and snow. So, you know, that's Idaho weather. Here we are, the 26th of April, and we're still, you know, dealing with rain and snow. But anyway, so I'm just going to have you come with me, and I'll show you different parts of my journey up there, and we'll get the trees watered. And next weekend, my wife and I are planning on spending the weekend up there because it's my birthday weekend. And fortunately, my mother-in-law and father-in-law are going to watch the kids. So we get a weekend to ourselves at the homestead. So that'll be great, and we'll put our irrigation system in. A little bit of rain now. Just passing through a small town on the way. Kind of enjoy driving through them. So if it's raining up there like this, the homestead, that's exactly what I need, but it's showing it's not raining up there, and it's going to be snow, which is still good, but it doesn't, that area doesn't get a lot of rain. So we're at a much lower elevation here than the homestead, but we'll see. Coming down pretty good now. Kind of got back out into the farmland again. Okay, we've made it past the last little town, and we're going to head up towards the mountains. Here's the summit. Down we go. Mountains in the distance are about 7 miles away, and they are covered today in clouds. Getting some good rain and snow probably down there, so that's wonderful. Just a huge prairie that we're opening up into. Next question will be whether or not it's dry enough for me to drive over to our place, or if I gotta carry it over there. I want to get the car stuck. Some crows. Welcome to the prairie. And we'll be at the place here in just a few minutes. Okay, we made it, and actually it looks like most of the rain passed us over, which is usually the case, so it's a good thing I came up. I'll get these trees watered, and then this next weekend coming up we'll get the irrigation in. But that mountain that we come over, between the two mountains on either side of the prairie, most of the rain and snow gets dropped on the mountains, and the prairie stays pretty dry. So it's just the way that it is. But we're home. So we will get this, I'll get this aspen tree out of the car, and we'll leave it in a place where it's not going to get blown over. And this weekend will come up when we put the irrigation in. We will also get it planted. So I've got my aspen tree up against the building. That should be okay for a couple days till we come up and plant it. And I got the water going. So I'm starting to water the trees, but I thought I'd take the opportunity to show you the camas plants. They're not fully bloomed yet, but this prairie is actually known for them because the Native Americans would come through each spring and they would harvest them, and they still do to kind of honor their past. And before all the stuff in the world, each spring they would come up, and it was really neat. It was kind of a festival. Hopefully that'll happen again soon. I don't know if it'll happen this spring, but I'll show you what they look like when they're really small, and then in the next few weeks when I'm up here, I'll try to show you what they look like as they mature. But I haven't tried eating one, but from what I understand, the tribes would eat them, and it was like a potato almost. So let's see if we can find one here that's starting to grow. Here we go. So that will turn into a camas plant, and the bulb at the bottom, from what I understand, is edible, and you can live on that. So pretty neat, and they just grow all over the prairie. And there's a reserve about 20 miles from here where they don't farm it, they just let it be natural, and it's very beautiful. It brings in a lot of native birds, and some of my previous videos show that, but I'll try to get it again. This year it'll be dry though, but in a high water year, it's just spectacularly beautiful. But there's the camas plant. All right, I'll go finish watering the trees now. Here are the little trees we put in last year. Hopefully this one will come back. Like I said, it's early spring. And we got some elderberry in there, and the other little pine tree down here. I filled up the gravity fed system for them, and we're about done. So we'll be able to turn off the water, and time to go home. And it has just started snowing. Just a little bit. God bless. On the way out, look what I ran into. Pretty cool. Nice ending to a good day.